Welcome to The Explainer. Look, whether you realize it or not, you're building a personal brand every single day. But how do you earn the one thing that actually makes it all work? Trust. Today, we're going to break down a masterclass on how to build that trust by planting what are called the 4 trees of trust.
All right, so here's our game plan. First step, we're going to completely reframe what the word sell even means. Then, we'll get our hands dirty and plant those 4 trees of trust, one by one. And we'll wrap it all up with a really simple formula you can use to put this all into action. Let's get into it.
Let's be real for a second. For a lot of us, the word sales it makes you cringe, right? You think of someone pushy, maybe a little dishonest. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if selling is really just about getting people to understand your true value? And this is the core argument here. Your ability to sell yourself, your ideas, your vision, that's not some corporate job skill. It's a life skill. It's the engine that actually turns your potential into real-world opportunities. It's absolutely not something to be ashamed of. It's a medal of honor. So, how do you master this superpower? Well, it's not about being lucky or just being born with charisma. No, it's about building trust step by step. And the framework for doing that is what Shi Wenxian calls the 4 trees of trust. So let's go ahead and plant the first one.
Okay, tree number 1 is professionalism, and it's all built on one single, simple truth. Your skills are your only true security. A fancy job title, the company you work for, all of that can vanish in a heartbeat. The only thing you truly own is your ability to deliver real value.
I love this metaphor. Think about it. If you're a bird, do you put your trust in the branch you happen to be sitting on? Or do you trust your own wings? See, that big, stable company might feel like a strong branch, but any branch can break. Real professionalism means you're constantly strengthening your own wings, your skills, your knowledge, so that if that branch ever snaps, you can just fly away on your own. So, what does this professionalism look like in the real world? Well, check out this story. When a client's brand new car got hit, his salesman did way more than just file the insurance claim. He went above and beyond and fought for something called depreciated value. It was money the client didn't even know he could get back. That one single act of next-level expertise earned that salesman 24 years of loyalty and 5 more car sales down the line. That is what professionalism is all about. So on top of that rock-solid foundation of professionalism, we need to plant our second tree, warmth. And listen, this isn't about being fake friendly or putting on a smile. This is about real, genuine empathy, a true human connection. You know, we hear this all the time, right? The self-help books tell us to set boundaries, don't take on other people's problems. But the argument here is that the people who truly build trust, the elite performers, they do the exact opposite. They see their client's problem and they make it their own personal mission to solve it. And just look at how powerful this can be. As a young real estate agent, she had to show a house to a client who was blind. Now, instead of pretending he knew what he was doing, he was just honest. He said, I've never shown a house to a blind person before. That moment of raw honesty, of vulnerability, created such an insane amount of trust that the client literally gave him his bank password and his personal seal to finish the transaction. Admitting that one small weakness built a bridge of incredible strength. Okay, so you've got professionalism, you've got warmth, you're good to go, right? Well, not quite. See, just working hard isn't enough. The third tree we have to plant is strategy. This is all about how and, more importantly, when you apply all that effort to get the absolute best results. This idea pulls directly from the work of a Nobel Prize winner, Daniel Kahneman. And it breaks down like this. Your client, your customer, they're operating on what's called System 1. It's fast, it's emotional, it's gut feeling. Your job, though, is to operate on System 2. You have to be slow, deliberate, and strategic. You have to be the calm, logical guide in the room. This baseball analogy just makes it so clear. Imagine your team gets 2 hits. If you get a single first and then a home run, boom, that's 2 runs. But what if the order is flipped? A home run first, then a single. That's only 1 run. It's the exact same amount of effort, 2 hits, but the sequence completely changes the outcome. That right there is strategy. So what's the big takeaway here?
Success isn't just about pure effort. It's about sequencing your actions. It's about concentrating all that energy at the perfect moment to turn a few small actions into a massive win.
And that brings us to our fourth and final tree, the one that really grows from all the others. And that is your brand. This is your reputation. It's the story people tell about you. It's the sum of every single one of your actions.
Jeff Bezos, of course, said it perfectly. Your personal brand is simply what people say about you when you're not in the room. Is that story that's being told the same one you're trying to live? That's the ultimate test of your brand, right there.
Now, this might be one of the most freeing ideas in all of personal branding. It's the 1/3 rule. And it goes like this. No matter what you do, about 1/3 of people are going to love you, 1/3 are going to dislike you, and the last third, they just won't care. So stop trying to win over the haters and the apathetic. The real winning move is to pour all of your time and energy into that 1/3 that already loves what you do. So how do you build that brand for them? The advice here is to focus on 2 clear pillars. First, master the fundamental crafts of communication. That means speaking and writing. They are the tools you use to share your value with the world. And second, in this age of perfectly curated, fake online lives, you have to double down on real-world authenticity. A genuine in-person interaction is now 10 times more powerful than a flawless digital profile.
Okay, so we've planted all 4 trees: professionalism, warmth, strategy, and brand. So how do they all fit together? Well, it all comes down to one powerful, ultimate trust formula.
Here it is. This is the engine of your success. It starts with the foundation, your professionalism plus your warmth. That's your skills combined with your empathy. Then you multiply that power with smart strategy. All of that gets divided by or tested by the setbacks you face. Your resilience is crucial. And your brand acts as a massive multiplier on that entire result. So after hearing all this, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, this is amazing, but I'm not ready. I need to get my skills perfect. I need a better strategy. So how ready do you really need to be before you can start planting these trees for yourself? Well, the answer is pretty surprising and honestly really liberating. And here it is. This is the final and maybe the most important takeaway of all. You only need to be 40% ready to start. You will never feel 100% ready. It's a myth. The only difference between you and the people whose success you admire is that they started moving while you were still waiting for the perfect moment. Action is the only thing that matters. So go plant your trees. Start today.